listen to work out how they're going to respond, not listen to understand what the person's saying. So, good things are getting a person to clarify what they meant by something. And you get to understand where the person's coming from a lot sooner instead of guessing. I'm picking up that you're wanting to take a traditional leadership role, and I see that being something that your person does want. And I see by taking it slowly and slowly divulging truths rather than all at once, your person will become accepting. Um, there's a little bit of a warning here to try and curtail possessiveness. Just let me know if that resonates, Peggy Chris, because I'm not sure how to interpret it another way. Can you understand to either? Oh, you can understand it. Okay. Um, any sacrifice you make here will be worth it. And I believe you already know that. You already know it. I believe you've had reinforcement, as in your person, in accepting, your person has behaved in a positive way towards you. And the extra VIP cards, the world, 6. Well, you've got the world and the sun. But I feel like that's in between a giddy feeling, a giddy childlike feeling. And I believe you're looking to the future to stop that giddy childlike feeling. And I want to say this is just a taste of the world turning in your favor. Yeah, but it's like you're trying to rein it in. Um, you're trying to level out the excitement with logic. And I get that this is just a taste of the positive movement towards you. I feel like there's been enough dark, and now the light's coming out. No wonder I moved to a different deck, because this deck is so different to any other that I've got. But I feel your person may be a bit more supportive than what you believe. They're going to be supportive because you're supportive of them. And I can't for sure say there's a definite romance going forward, but there's definite friendship and long lasting. No, just keep the childlike energy. It's worked for you so far, Pagacrease. But I feel like you're trying to control it with logic. And don't think too far ahead. I think you're thinking 10 steps ahead. Try and just think one step. That's all we can do is put one foot in front of the other. And I feel like whatever connection blossoms, it's long lasting. Okay? Which oracle? Sign of the Times or Vintage Wisdom? Now, this is the, oh, which oracle do I choose kind of vibe. Sign of the Times. It's not immediate, I don't feel, Pagacrease. Only you will know that. Only you will know that. Sign of the Times by Crystal Banner. And as much as I love this deck, I do have to shuffle and put the... If I put the card underneath the camera, you'll actually see... You actually see why I have to put them face up sometimes. Okay, there we go. Water, surrender. I'll move them around so you can see the card. Whoops, the daisies. Just mussed everything up here. Surrender. I'm getting float through this rather than force it. Yeah, float through it rather than force it. It's like if you try and swim against a current, it's hard work. If you flow with it, it may take you longer to get there, but it's less effort, it's less exhausting. And I also get stillness. I get a calmness with this connection that it's like a still pond where the stars bounce off the water. So that's Karen interpretation. If you do redeem an oracle, this is what it is. You get Karen interpretation as well as Crystal Banner's interpretation. Okay. Crystal Banner says, water is a versatile element in the way it flows and takes shape of whatever container it is placed into. Now is a time to release control and surrender to the pull of the current. Fight the temptation to force a situation or an outcome. You will get the best results by allowing events to play out organically. Be flexible and try to work with any outside elements that come your way. There are also highlighted emotions or heightened emotions at play when it comes to water. You may find yourself more emotional than usual, but don't try to temper your reactions or numb yourself. Allow the feelings to come and eventually go. This card also represents nurturing and replenishing. Go with the flow and take care of yourself at the same time. Ride these waves and see where the tides take you. I think I just said that in my version of it. Okay. Additional meanings Crystal Banner has is feminine energy, emotional healing and growth, let go of control issues, use your intuition, stay fluid, and drink plenty of water. I think that resonates, Pagacrease. Welcome in, Star Booty. Welcome in. So, yes, Pagacrease, I think that pretty much sums up where you are, and I just shocked myself by pretty much having the same interpretation of the card. Yeah, but for you it's good emotion, Pagacrease, and you should be proud of yourself for getting this far. I really do believe you should be proud of yourself for getting yourself this far. No one else did it. And MDHQL. Hello, welcome into the chat for the first time. It's exclamation point join to get a read. Okay. So hopefully that resonated, Pagacrease. I don't usually use that deck for you for some reason. Um, MDHQL, I usually don't do astrology, but we'll see how we go when I get to you. Oh, mwah, Peggy Crease, and I will keep everything crossed. Thank you, Star Booty. I'm hydrating. I'll keep everything crossed that it goes really, really well. Okay, Peachy, you're up next. Okay, Peachy. Yep, there we go. Okay. I'm look, I understand Peggy Crease, I really do. And I'm gonna keep everything crossed. But remember the water. Go with the flow. You can't predict how a conversation's going to go. Not even the best psychic can. Okay, Peachy, I'm getting really happy energy when I tune into you. Can you understand this, Peachy? I'm happy. I'm confident. I'm on a buzz. Just let me know if that resonates, Peachy. And yes, if you are in the chat and do get thrown to an ad, please type in ad in the chat box. And when you come back, type back. And that way, if I do call you out for your read, you don't miss it because I'll work with ads. Now, Peachy, can you understand a high energy buzz? And no, I haven't stopped streaming. I just have to double check. Yeah, it's still going. You guess. No, I guess I'm getting confidence galore going forward here. It's like something has bolstered your confidence. And I have no idea. I feel like it may have been a great result that's bolstered your confidence. Oh, in the stream. But you're like, eh. Okay, are you waiting for results of an assignment? I do know Peachy studies, so I just have to get my info right. I do always admit what I do know, but I feel there's results of an assignment and it's waiting for them to come in. You're not. Okay. No, my guide said stay with it. I'll tell you what I'm getting and then you can tell me why I'm getting it. I'm getting lab work and an assignment that has a 30% loading. And I'm getting a really good result at the end. Yeah. A really good result at the end. Okay. You may have been partnered up with someone you didn't like. Yeah. I got lab work because whenever I did lab work and it had loading, we were paired up. If that was like excellent results, Peachy, I can live with that. Okay. If your vital signs assignment was excellent results, I can live with that. But I'm getting like pairing up here with someone you didn't vibe with. Okay. Ah, now I get it. You're worried about. Yes, that's the good energy I got. Go forward confidently. If you can get 100% or 100, go for it. But the web thing you mentioned, I'm getting worry over it for some reason. And I get self punishment. Can you understand punishing yourself with the amount of hours that are there? Okay. Okay. I'm picking up that you're considering skipping some. Please don't. And I feel a phone call or something like that to a fellow student will help, because I get at the moment you're feeling defeated by the process. Okay, you've got the star as your final card, so I get another good mark. But in order to get that good mark, you are going to have to punish yourself. There you go. I get that in order to continue with that good mark, you're going to need to punish yourself. I'm seeing that a phone call to a fellow student who's doing the same course will actually be helpful. I do get a really good result. I get pushing it to the edge. And I feel it, the fellow student may be somebody that you don't want to initiate contact with through fear of what it may seem like. But I do get that it would be beneficial for your study. I feel they'll be able to tell you or give you some hints on what to skip and how to make your time more balanced. But I do see another good result at the end. So I know you're tired, doll. Did I hit the nail on the head with you not wanting to reach out to a fellow student through fear that it might be misconstrued as something romantic? Reach out to that fellow student. I feel it's beneficial study wise. I can't tell if it's beneficial both ways, but I know it will be beneficial study wise. Yeah, keep pushing yourself. I know it feels like punishment at the moment and being cruel to yourself, but keep pushing yourself. You've got the Emperor traveling with you through pushing yourself. Well, it's a fellow student, someone that studies the same as you. They'll give you a guide on. Okay, and another oracle read. Um, but I do see a similar result at the end. The punishment is worth it, is what I want to say. Okay, sign of the times, Peachy, or vintage wisdom oracle. Okay? Out of that bunch of people, just pick one that you know communicates similar to you. And Brini, welcome in. I'll just put the Oracle decks out for Peachy. Vintage Wisdom. Okay. I do have my shuffle size Vintage Wisdom, but not in my meditation room yet. I'm a bit slow in transferring things into the meditation room. Oh, I'm going okay, Brini. Hope you are too. Struggling a little bit, but it's an Aussie Friday, so yeah, I struggle on Fridays. Oh, nice. I'm glad to be back in my meditation room, though. I'm really glad to be back in my meditation room. Now, these cards are 30 centimetres, or nearly 30 centimetres long. So, almost 30 centimetres long. They're beautiful, though. But I managed to get a shuffle size deck, which will help. It will help. Okay, Peachy. Yeah, it's like they're massive. Look at the difference. It's like they take up the whole table, just one card. But I did manage to get a shuffle size deck, so it is going to become easier. I just hope the artwork's the same. I got it on my travels when I was traveling the last time. But this deck's by Victoria Moseley and the artwork is fantastic. I'm an art lover, so the artwork is just brilliant. Okay, we've got listening. I'm picking up that I don't know who owns an aviary. Can you understand someone owning an aviary or a bird cage of some description? Because I feel the chirping of the birds. I also feel that you need a haircut. Um, just let me know if needing a haircut's on the agenda, Peachy. Because it's like almost overdue for a haircut. Your grandma has birds. Okay. I want to say there's eggs there. Is it breeding season for birds where you are? Okay. You thought of a haircut. I feel you'll do it. It's like at the moment, manageability trumps fashion. Okay, let's see what Victoria Moseley says about it. A solitary a solitary winged maiden reclines in the canopy of a woodland glade. Her resplendent wings turn inward as she purposefully takes time to engage in listening to the songs of her feathered friends, the birds. In this modern age, more and more emphasis is placed on the role of speaking out, but few people take time to truly give of themselves by practicing the forgotten art of listening. The deeper implication means we have forgotten how to listen to ourselves. The wisdom which comes from our heart and to our conscious and to our connection to nature. An old Italian proverb says, "From listening comes wisdom." When we truly listen, we learn a great deal. In times of crisis, we seek out wise people, those who, by the virtue of listening, have earned the right to be heard. In addition to listening to others, this intimate art develops a willingness to listen within, to the ever present forces of the conscience of the soul, and to the voice of Mother Nature. There is no place for loneliness if we allow ourselves to truly listen to their wisdom. By drawing this card, the higher power urges you to be open, responsive, and present in your approach to life. By listening carefully, you will not only gain new insights and perspective, but also bequeath others with one of the most precious gifts of all. And I think I said that earlier. Chatters, remind me if I did say it, about listening to understand rather than listening to respond. It's an art that seems to be lost. But I do get the birds connection. So I feel like if your grandma has birds, I feel like there's a visit to your grandma, or you are at your grandma's at the moment. My guides generally don't pop that stuff in my head unless there's a reason. And as I said, listening to somebody else who's studying the same subject, I feel will give you guidance on the important things to pull out. Hello, unique name goes here. Welcome in. I'm trying to do okay, but hopefully that resonates for you, Peachy. And yes, manageability is particularly when you're studying. Managing your hair easily is like by far the most important thing. Fashion can go out the window. Or maybe I was just a glutton for punishment. Your grandma is staying in California. Oh, there you go. There's something about the birds. I can't tell you why, but my guides don't give it to me for no reason. So pop back in the chat and let me know if it plays out in the next couple of days. And hopefully it did resonate. And good luck with the study, but I do see the marks continuing. I see that power vibe that I picked up when I first tuned to your energy. So let's see. Pixie is next in the queue. Oops. Here we go. It did kind of resonate. No, I still get that the key to lessening your burden is talking with someone who studies the same subject. And yes, let's see what we've got. So Pixie, I think you've asked me that question before, Pixie. Maybe that's why I picked up on your confidence. But I get similar results for what you're entering into. Can't change that. I get similar results. And to me, 100's good. So, yeah, you've got to go through the worry and the stress and all of that to get to the other end, Peachy, but it's worth it. That's why the star was at the end of that read. And Pixie, I feel like you've asked me this question before. I'm impressed to say no. Oh, you're welcome, Peachy. You don't know. I'm impressed to say no. Can you understand breadcrumbing or disappearing? What's that called? Ghosting. I hate all these modern terms. Seriously, I do. It's like if people disappear from our lives, just move forward. I know it's easier said than done, but oh, thank you, Peggy Crease, for the hydrate. I do need it. It's quite warm here. It's actually 33 degrees Celsius and the sun is piping hot. There we go. Yeah, when people leave our lives, it's their choice. It's bad luck to them because seriously, we're in a society where we've got freedoms we never had before. But self-confidence and self-respect are still important, Pixie. Have confidence in yourself. The divine created you as you are and created your person or people as they are. And if we start being dishonest with who we are, we eventually make it cloudy for our soul tribe to find us. So start doing some personal affirmations of pride. Hey, Gold Hairs, welcome in. Okay, let's see. And I broke a pair of shoes today. I can't believe I broke a pair of shoes today. But if that's my only problem, I'm having a pretty good life. And yeah, Pixie, I want to say this has affected how you speak to yourself. Can you relate to this, Pixie? It's affected how we all have an internal chatter. And I feel like this person has affected how you speak to yourself. Okay. And there's a disruption in the flow of energy around you, Pixie. So I'm getting that your person and your internal talk may have actually changed your life in a way. It's sort of like one kicked off like a domino effect. Just let me know if that resonates, Pixie. E-ghosting kicked off self-talk. You don't understand. Okay. What E did kicked off how you spoke to yourself, which then followed through with things being boring, things being not improving. Yeah. I believe you need to move forward from E. I feel like hanging on to that person is bringing disruption. And also, it's bringing isolation with it. But just remember the wisdom that you got. So, yeah. Thank you, Gold Hairs, for the hydrate. I'm going to use some coffee now. So there you are, Pixie. That's what I have. And I feel like letting go of E. If E wants to come back, E will come back. But I want to say stop putting your life on hold. I feel like it's a period of at least 2-3 months. And your life's been on hold. So let's see. And not Sabs, you're up. Okay. Hello, not Sabs. Okay. My guides want me to use the trusty Lightseers deck. Oh, you're going to redeem an oracle as well. Okay. Before you forget. Trusty Lightseers deck. I feel like things are going quite well for you, not Sabs. There's one project that you've got coming up that you don't feel prepared for. Can you understand this? One project coming up you don't feel prepared for? Can you understand that, not Sabs? Yes or no is fine. Okay. Can you understand not feeling prepared for or not feeling ultra confident? You've got this in the bag, don't worry. I'm just getting a feeling of not being confident. Okay. Okay, I'll sit with that. I want to say you are in your head. I was talking about self-talk with the last read, but I'm getting you're harsh on yourself. That's okay. I'll catch up. You're really harsh on yourself. Yeah, really harsh. I've got 6 of Swords and 9 of Swords, and in this deck, the swords are crows pecking at you. So it's like you've got crows pecking at you internally. But I get that this has some financial benefit in a way that would be blissful. But you're seeing lack. Yeah. I feel you may have had to borrow to get something completed. Your degree. Can you Okay, you can understand having to, but it's foundational, so I get success at the end of it. Okay, I get success at the end of it. And I get an overwhelming sense of achievement. Like, thank you for doing the shout out, Gold Hairs. I know there's a few in the chat that can do shout outs, so, but I get a real overflowing of emotion at the completion. It's foundational, but it's like shock. It's a shock that, yeah, at the completion, I get an overflowing of emotion, but then it's like, I think I told you guys I won a poker tournament a couple of weeks ago. I couldn't believe I won it, and I also couldn't believe it took me days for it to sink in that I'd actually done it. And I feel the same applies with your work, not Sabs. Um, can you understand computer modeling at the moment? I do know you've got a project online, but I get things are turning in your direction. And if I was reading, yeah, it's your wheelhouse. I get it moving in that direction. And you're celebrating moving in that direction because I feel you've got most of the equipment. Okay. Okay. I feel your person may not fully understand. They're supportive, but they may not fully understand the degree of importance that this has going forward. And I want to say there's a shock element to it. I feel both will come about, not Zaps. I feel both will come about. And who's the one? Is it yourself or your person that wants to move to where there are a lot of pine trees? Like rows of pine trees and like neat hedged. I don't know where anybody is in the world, so okay. I feel your partner needs to understand that if you succeed in this, they will be able to move. Okay. Does it start with an M where your person's hometown? Has it got an M? I don't want to say Montana. There's another one. M. It's like a quiet country feel. Milwaukee. There you go. I'll accept that. I knew it was an M, but it's quiet country feel. And yeah, I believe there will be pine trees. If your person understands that you succeeding in this will allow them to move, I think you will get the support you need over the next couple of months. If you let them know that's your goal, is to gift them the move when you succeed. I do see your person coming around. They're still supportive regardless. You're welcome, Breenie, and it was Gold Hairs that did the shout out. I've still got to get through the shout outs of people who raided me the other day. I had multiple raids. Yeah, just let them know time frame. Let them know it's your goal too, because I feel like in a sense it is. If you're successful in the computer modeling, you can take it anywhere. Now, your oracle, sign of the times or vintage wisdom? Not Sabs. Yes, I had multiple raids the other day, and they were so supportive that I really have to, sign of the times. Okay, I really, I put them at the top of my list. So there we go. Sign of the times. Okay, vintage wisdom goes back. And yes, I'll have to. I do like Crystal Banner's interpretations, actually. It's the reason they're the ones that come traveling with me, and that I can shuffle them. Um, let's see. Okay. Now, Gold has the next shout out I need to do for Blind Luck Intuitive. And the one after that I need to do for Corgi Duo. The one after that I need to do for Valaire. And yes, I'm getting the raids sort of taken care of. Such a supportive community here on Twitch, I swear. Okay, I can't help seeing success. You don't feel it. I feel like in your heart, in your gut, in your head, you don't feel the success, but I see the success. We'll see what Crystal Banner. Seriously, these are awesome cards. Not. That's what I got. You were tied in knots, not sabs. This is the only downside about this deck. Woo, 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 woo. That's the other side of the deck. And it's really dizzying. Even shuffling it, it's dizzying. And I still love the cards, though. They are so well made. They are really sturdy. Oh, these ones make you dizzy. I've got to turn them the other way around whenever I read them, not Sabs. So, yeah, I get that you are tied up in knots. And it's got relationships underneath. So I do feel like there's a strength. You know, when you tie a shoe, sometimes the shoelace can come undone, but the shoelace doesn't snap. That's what I'm picking up. I know shoelaces can snap. I'm not naive. Oh, thank you for the joke, Gold Hairs. I didn't see that pun at all. And I didn't position the card very well, so there you go. But I see shoelaces as holding things together. I feel like you and your person are holding things together. Oh, this one's the K's in front of it, so... Look, people joke with me. Try having a first name of Karen with all the memes floating around during a COVID lockdown where you were totally online. That was not pleasant. And there you go. I said not again. So don't change your name, not Sabs, not just for this. But I'm getting you're holding things together, but inside you feel like spaghetti is sort of what I'm picking up. Inside feels like spaghetti. You know how spaghetti can be messy. But the strength of the relationship, the strength of the relationship lifts you up, but also holds you up. And there's a push-pull. There's a fear that you're going to put a knot in the lace if your person doesn't get their one wish. So, yeah, let them know. Let's see what Crystal Banner says about it. The knot calls your attention to a relationship in your life. illustrating how bonds can be formed in many different ways. Two or more ropes can come together to represent union, or a knot can be made with a singular cord representing and strengthened relationships with oneself. Knots highlight business, platonic, and romantic relationships. You are being nudged to examine these relationships and focus on those that are important to you. This is a symbol of strong relationships and the ability to identify opportunities for improvement. By developing deeper connections with others, you have a chance to better understand yourself. Your relationships are a reflection of you and one of the many ways you experience life's lessons. Oh, and Blind Luck Intuitive raided. I haven't got to your raid yet. I said you a shout out next, Blind Luck Intuitive. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Exclamation point join if you would like to join for a read. I'll restart that last sentence, not Sabs. And the legendary Jigs, welcome into the chat for the first time. Okay, your relationships are a reflection of you and one of the many ways you experience life lessons. Alternatively, knots can symbolize complications in relationships that can require time and care to work through. It is up to you to determine what relationships in your life are worth that treatment. Tying the knot, for example, getting married. Working out kinks, as in you can sit there forever to undo a knot. It's also unbreakable bonds, loyalty, and making a commitment. I believe I haven't had this card come up before, so I believe I got it pretty much as Crystal Banner had it. And not Saps, I hope that resonates with you, because I feel it's a really strong bond with your person. Yeah, I feel it's a really strong bond with your person. They're going to support you no matter what, and you're going to support them. But at the same time, I feel that they're not quite up to speed on the importance of what's coming up for you. And I feel that if they are aware of it, that they will get their wish on a positive outcome. And Rebecca, welcome in for the first time in the chat. And rated as it's exclamation point join if you would like to join the queue. Yeah. Here we go. Thank you for the raid, Blind Luck Intuitive, and so far so good. I hope your stream was successful. I was a bit late today because I got stuck in traffic. The roadworks here in Melbourne are shocking. Shocking. There's roadworks no matter where you go. Oh, you're a bit tired now. Well, you rest up. You know that you do have to protect yourself first, Blind Luck Intuitive. You're welcome, Not Sabs, and thank you for your ongoing support. I'm humbled by all the support I do have. The Twitch community are amazing. Thank you for the hydrate. And I'm going for the coffee. I'm going for the hard stuff. The support on Twitch is amazing. I do have to say that. And I got so close to my 50 subs. Had I got there, I would have had air conditioning in my meditation room. But there's always this coming month. I can try and be more attentive. Or not lose my temper. One of the two. Um, okay, Star Booty, you're up. Okay. And I'm using Tarot of Dreams for you, Star Booty. Uh, and I'm going to have to fan shuffle these face up a few times anyway. I know it is a pretty deck. I love it's of course by Ciro Marcinetti. And anybody who's tuned into my streams knows I love Ciro Marcinetti's artwork. I wish I was in California. I'm so jealous of people who live in California because they live near Ciro Marcinetti's gallery. I could spend all day at Ciro Marcinetti's gallery. As long as I had coffee. And us Melbourneites are pretty fussy with our coffee. We are pretty fussy with our coffee. I think Starbucks would be the closest that I know of anyway. But they still don't do Melbourne coffee. Oh, then Star Booty, at some point you're going to have to come to Melbourne. I'll show you what real coffee is. Put hairs on your chest. It's an Aussie saying that dates back. It dates back to the Rum Rebellion. Oh, you still hate coffee? Well, that's okay. Everybody to their own. But if you love coffee, Melbourneites are coffee snobs. We really are. We've had Greek, Italian, Turkish influences who are all coffee drinkers, and the Dutch. Oh, you have a friend in Brisbane? Ah, well then you have to come down to Melbourne. We'll have a good time. I can show you some of Melbourne's treats. Like Fitzroy Street, Ackland Street in St Kilda. They've got patisseries galore that are, you walk past them and you put on weight. And thank you for doing the shout out for the legendary jigs. I still haven't finished all my shout outs from the raids. I've got to do another one for Cosmic Unwind. And Shira. Oh, this is where I shorten people's names. I feel you will start travelling again, Star Booty. But I want to say it's at least a year away. Can you understand why I'm saying it's at least a year away? And I want to go to June plus a year for some reason. Yeah. Can you understand June plus a year? No, don't stretch yourself too thin. If you can understand June plus a year, I can start, my guide said I can start turning over cards. June plus a year. Oh, there you go. June plus a year. That's what I got. Okay. And I feel there may have been, in your personal life, there may have been hitting a brick wall energy, like having having a discussion where you've really had to stand your ground. I get everything's okay, but a discussion where you've really had to stand your ground. It was said and then it was quickly moved on. It wasn't something that was harped about or repeated. And I feel there was respect there. I feel you weren't expecting the respect. Yeah, and you weren't expecting the respect you got. Okay. I I also feel like your person may have offered to aid in accessing treatment. Yeah, just let me know if that resonates, Star Booty. Oh, there you go. Yes, it's like they want you to access treatment that you thought you thought about, but you thought it wasn't worth the expense. And they're willing to work hard to get it for you, but you don't want them to. I get there's a bit of a scare element with the treatment suggested. Just let me know if you can understand a bit of a scare element with the treatment suggested. And I feel like there's a fear, not so much a fear it won't work, a fear it will. Okay. Don't feel like you have to rush the decision, is what I want to say, Star Booty. Don't feel like you have to rush that decision. Take your time, get comfortable with it, because I feel it'll only be successful if you're comfortable with it. Palace of Cups. I get that it may have started a little bit of a tear moment. Oh, you gorgeous creature. Yeah, do all the research. Make sure you're comfortable with it. Can you understand it starting a tear moment? But it's either tears of joy, tears of relief, but there's also a feeling of not wanting to be forced. Okay. The feeling of not wanting to be forced, ending the read with the Page of Wands, means the offer is there for quite a while. I can't see the offer being removed. I feel like your person is actually grateful that you're investigating. Yeah, but it is like as I said, tears of joy, tears of relief, but also not wanting to be pressured, not wanting to be forced into it. But your person's glad you're doing research. And I think it may have something to do with massage or aquatherapy. Yeah. Yeah, the side effects can be brutal for any treatment, but look, I feel your person is happy you're considering because they know you haven't given up. And I feel it has something to do with massage or hot rocks, and also aquatherapy. I feel like it's alternative therapies. I know you said side effects, but even with alternative therapies, there can be side effects. Like chlorine, if you do aquatherapy, constant chlorine exposure can have its dangers too. For me, it did anyway. But there you go, Star Booty. Hopefully that resonates. Yeah, but also you've got a person who's on your side no matter what. It ended with the Page of Pentacles, so I can't see the offer going anywhere. As long as you keep an open mind, I can't see the offer going anywhere. Yeah, there you go. I got that. That was the case. The side effects had to do with skin. Ah, there we go. So hopefully it resonated, but the offer to assist financially is not going anywhere. You're one lucky ducky. If I want to do anything, I've actually got to shell out my own pentacles. Now, MDHQL. I don't know how to say that, so I'm just saying the letters. Okay, MDHQL. I can't see in the chat. Gold Hairs, would you be able to have a look in the chat to see if MDHQL is still there or not? I don't see them there, so... It is nice. And you deserve it, Star Booty. You definitely deserve it. The legendary Jigs, thank you for the follow. Mwah. Oh, that's okay. You just have to ask Blind Luck Intuitive. You'll find me again. I always do the Blind Luck Intuitive shout-outs. Now, welcome in V. I do have to do a shout-out for Shira. Shira Letchen. Gold Hairs, do you know who I mean? And thank you for that, Gold Hairs. I can go on to the next one. And it is Brainy. And guess what? On my travels, you're the first person. I actually got a shuffle size Queen of the Oracle. And I'm going to use it for you, Brainy. Darling, you deserve it. No, it's Schirrletchen, I think German. I had so many raids the other day, it was impossible to keep up. Well, I have to shuffle these pretty good, Breenie, because they're brand new shuffle size out of the deck. And yes, I do. Some of the oracles, they're so large. I love them. I will always buy original. I believe the artists who do the artwork deserve the payment. But sometimes in practical ways, I need a smaller one so I can shuffle and this one, the artwork, the person I bought them from actually took them, opened one, even though I said I wouldn't buy it unless the artwork was the same. Opened one to show me that the artwork was the same. So that was nice of them. I like nice salespeople. I like nice salespeople. Thank you for doing the shout out for Star Booty. Yeah, that's it, V. just for Gold Hair's reference, V knows who Sherilyn. I just, when I shorten people's names, I forget their full handle, and I'm a bit blah. My darling Breenie, have you fallen head over heels? Oh, there you go. I'm glad I'm not the only one who loves nice salespeople. Now, Breenie, if you can let me know. No. Then what is the... I get heartthrob. I know you're the heartthrob. So... Oh, sweet dreams, not sad. Thank you for coming in and supporting me. And yes, I'm always humbled by the support I get. No, I don't. I'm not calling you out, Breenie. I get like heartthrobby. So either your heart has been beating fast. So you're trying to be inconspicuous. I'm sorry, Breenie. But you are heartthrobby. Okay, let's see what the Queen of the Moon Oracle says. Because I'm picking up that you may actually also be... I get a tightness in the head. Okay. Oh, you're approaching this one a lot smarter and from a power position is what I'm picking up. You have a headache all day. Thank you for that, Breenie. But I'm picking up that you're actually putting your boundaries out there. You're putting your goals out there. And the person concerned needs to vibe with your goals, needs to vibe with your boundaries or respect your boundaries. There's definite attraction on both sides. And I see this going somewhere. Okay, and I want to say someone's praying for protection here. Is it you that's praying for protection in this connection? It's like you want your heart to be cradled like a baby, like you would cradle a baby. And, kiss their boo-boos better. And I want to say there's wisdom on both sides. There's wisdom on both sides. And it's two different strengths, but they're coming together in a way that meshes well. Yeah, I love the vibe too. The legendary jigs, I wish I could have it. I'm not sure whether it's yourself or whether it's your person that can have some freakish ideas. And when I say freakish ideas, get your minds out of the gutter, people. The freakish ideas I'm getting are like howling at the moon or burying crystals or um it's like a wolf energy. Yeah, I howl at the moon. Trust me, the first time I did it, I freaked my person out. It's like fun. Yeah. Okay, there you go. I get you can feel it in your fingertips that this is worth pursuing, whereas the others in the past, maybe not. I feel this person feels a void within you. And I want to say your path seems clear. Ah, your nicknames for each other both have the moon. There you go. Well, yes, I did freak my person out the first time I howled at the moon, but it's fun. And I want to say you've never felt certain about your path in life, but now that certainty is there, that there's a feeling of a void. And I want to say that you nourish each other's creativity, and it comes with an acceptance you've never had before. It's like your person accepts and you accept. And it's like, I feel like there's a strangeness to it that makes it comfortable and accepting. Yeah. Well, there you go, Breenie. I do get quite a comfortable acceptance. I can't see future wise, but I get vibes that are so comfortable. Oh, you're both musicians. There you go. And you both love the moon. I knew I had to use these cards for you today. But I get fruitful, I get nourishment. Um, and nourishment when it comes to people is mind, body, spirit is filled. It's nurtured. It's given room to grow. Okay. And the VIP cards are okay. Is it you with the oh, there's the masculine. And there's the cover of the sovereignty. So I get those two as divine couple. But is it you with the trust issue at the moment? I feel like, yes, you're putting up your boundaries like never before, but it's almost like you're testing whether they're going to run. It's him. Okay. There is trust issues there. It's testing whether someone's going to run or not. But there's a good balance between masculine and feminine. I like it. I like that read. Because there's utter acceptance too. And it's always good when you get acceptance because it's not always the case. You know, some people you have to defend your boundaries with all the time. And if you're anything like me, I hate repeating myself. It's one of the things I hate the most. I feel your person leaves you feeling at peace, Breenie, and hopefully you can get rid of this headache because I can feel it, and what I'm feeling is like a sickening headache. So I hope you can get rid of it. Okay, let's see. So much I won't do it. Um. Okay, you're next, are you, Gold Hairs? Yes. Okay, and it looks like I have to actually. You're welcome, Breenie. I'm glad it resonated. Seriously, you had me worried for a minute there. You really did. You had me worried. Now, I do have to get the shout out for Shirley done. So bear with me a second while I do that. Yeah, all these lovely people rated me, and I'm like trying to keep up. There you are. Oh, it's Ellie. In. There we go. And oh, where am I? I don't know if I can. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know. Shira's name's really tricky to remember. But I do have it written down, but I've also got a fan blowing. And the fan blew my shout out list away. Okay, Gold Hairs. Okay, I'm wanting to use the Green Witch Tarot for you. I do have to do Cosmic Unwind as well, so I don't know whether there's an underscore in between. I did quite a few before you popped in, Gold Hairs, so it's much easier when I'm in my meditation room, I can tell you that. Now, Gold Hairs, can you understand making a change to be more natural? Like a natural... Oh, there is an underscore. Okay. Can you understand making a change in your life to be more natural? And I don't know whether it's an acceptance change or whether it's dietary, whether it's environmental. I'm unsure. Well, that's what I said. I'm unsure. I feel like it's to do with the environment more than anything else. It's to use natural, organic products, pesticide-free products. I did it a little while ago and I don't regret it. So you're going green. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense to me. Hence the Green Witch Tarot, believe it or not. I also get a sense that there's been a curtain put up And I feel it's over a doorway. Can you understand putting a curtain up over a doorway? And once I get an answer to that, I can turn over the cards. Not sure whether it's fly netting. No, no curtain on your door. I'm not sure whether it's fly netting or an actual curtain. You said no to a curtain, so let's see what... Okay. Yeah, a return to nature, big time. I want to say the cost of it and the sticking to your guns over going green is challenging. You're doing it anyway. Okay. And I feel seawater plays a part. I can see someone boiling seawater. Okay. If you can understand the difficulties, gold hairs, just let me know. If you can understand boiling seawater, let me know. You do boil seawater. There you go. I saw someone boiling seawater. I get it's going forward well. Okay. I feel like you've come up against some... Okay. You've come up against some people who have tried to cease you doing this. And I know I said a fly curtain, but I'm seeing like companion planting. Like putting something at your door that repels. It could be, I don't like... Do you understand what I mean though, gold hairs? It's like there's a plant you can put at your door, like rosemary at the front door and lavender at the back, or the other way round or something. And I see this being emotionally and spiritually fulfilling. And you're shocked by how easy it was to eliminate some. Yeah, like home protection. But I see it plant-based. Oh, I always have an aloe. Always have an aloe, always have rosemary. Used to always have lavender, but the heat this year, lavender's been an issue with the heat this year. But can you understand how shockingly easy it was to eliminate bad chemicals? Look, I make up my own aloe shampoo. So, yeah, I'm a pro aloe person for skin conditions, for anything. I still feel you're battling against someone who doesn't believe. Yeah. I feel like you're up against somebody who doesn't believe, and you're shocked about how easy it was to eliminate, and you've tried to pass it on to others. Yeah, you've tried to pass it on to others, but you're coming up against a brick wall. And you've had real success. And I want to say with cleaning, I feel like there's a plant-based. I use lavender oil, but here in Australia, lavender oil is really good quality, and so is eucalyptus oil, and they're really good cleaning products. But I feel like you've switched to cleaning products with natural, plant-based, and I feel like you may even shock yourself into selling them, like making up product and selling. It was never your intention to monetize. Yeah, it was never your intention to monetize, but I do see an opportunity to sell the products you make. And I do see that as being from home. Okay? I feel like you've got no desire to monetize. Can you understand that, gold hairs? With this natural approach, you've got no desire to monetize it, but there is an option there for you. And it may shock you how successful it is. That even the people that are disagreeing with you may come knocking at your door. Because seriously, my house smells fantastic. Lemon, lavender, eucalyptus oils. Um, yeah. People don't know how to use the right combos though. They sometimes go overboard. Well, there you go, Blind Luck Intuitive. It is a fantastic kitchen cleaner. Bathroom, I'd stick with lavender, but lavender and eucalyptus in the bathroom. But lemon is a fantastic kitchen cleaner. It will get off oil and much better than the chemical products. Yeah, eucalyptus is pretty good for everything. However, I like to save my good eucalyptus for when I'm not feeling the best. Oh, I've had somebody say that to me before, allergic to lavender. And some of the support workers, I think they don't believe that a natural product can be successful, so they just say they're allergic to it. Seriously, they walk into my house and the cleaning that I've done, I don't see any reaction. Yeah, some people do get hives with lavender. But yeah, Blind Luck Intuitive and I live in the same country, and I understand with support workers because I hire my support workers through the same I can't say the same company, but the same system. I have to pay for my support workers to come and assist me. But, oh, have you actually seen them break out in hives after using it? My support workers come here for different stuff. So I use it. And the support workers that said they were allergic to it did not come out in hives. Seriously. They made me throw out my, I had lavender wax melts. Yep, you've seen her itch, you can't see the hives. There you go. I have lavender wax melts, and I just opened one, and this person made me throw it out. And it's like, I can understand Lang Lang because that can actually cause migraines. Yeah. And it's like, excuse me, you're entering my home. You're getting paid to enter my home. Hence, that support worker does not work here anymore. Um, but I need it for different supports than you, Blind Luck Intuitive. So good luck with it. Yeah. A lot of these support workers that we have in Australia don't want to go green. They want the chemical. And yet they're supposed to be the natural. I'm glad it resonated, Gold Hairs. I do get that there is I feel like you may experience someone knocking on your door asking for a product you use. They'll see your success. Excuse me. They'll see your success and request, well, what do you use? And you say, well, I make it. Oh, oh, yeah, Blind Luck Intuitive. You can see my eyes. Well, my eyes are rolling. I'm the same. It's like I use grocery bags as rubbish bags. I know that's eventually going to end because we're all going paper in Victoria soon. But I don't buy extra plastic. I've got enough. Ah, there you go. Yeah, I feel like it will be kicked off by someone knocking on your door and asking what product you use. So there you go, Gold Hairs. That's what I'm picking up. Ah, look, I save up all of my bags. I've got a cupboard full of bags. Rebecca, you're up for your read next. And I save up all of my bags, and I've got a cupboard that is filled with grocery shopping bags. And I have bins that take the grocery shopping bags. So I don't think I'm ever going to need to buy bin liners again in my life. Now, hopefully Rebecca is in the chat. Okay, I can't see Rebecca still in the chat. If someone else could verify. Thank you for the shout out for Corgi Duo. Yeah, I use fabric bags when I go out, but I've got enough plastic bags in my cupboard. I make my own too, Blind Luck Intuitive. I crochet at night when I need to calm down. I crochet. So I've crocheted my own like string bags. But I've still got enough plastic here to last me forever. So I just don't buy plastic bin liners. You have tote bags. Well, there you go. I should crochet myself some tote bags. Okay. She didn't answer your text. Okay. Well, we'll see. Thank you for bringing Rebecca in. And if Rebecca comes back, we'll just... see, that's things that I need help with. Anyway, Blind Luck Intuitive, it's your read. Yeah, if Rebecca comes back in, I can do a read. Now, Blind Luck Intuitive, I'm using the Tarot Mucha, or Mucha Tarot, whichever way you want to say it, for your read. I'm actually sensing that there's renewed hope. I feel like someone has willingly left. I don't know what that means, but someone has willingly left. And And I want to say it's like a gossip field that's gone away. Can you understand this? A gossip type person has gone away. Interesting. Can you understand it though? Oh, there you go. The gossip is going away. The one that was spreading half-truths. There was someone that was spreading half-truths. Yet they're gossipy. They were spreading half-truths. And they're the worst because some people actually believe it. Because if they do a half-truth, they can see that half of it is right, so their conclusion must be right. And it's like, no, the conclusion's absolutely false, but whatever you think. This is where self-confidence and self-affirmation is really good. Yeah, they didn't tell the full story, or they made up weird conclusions based on 50% actual. Okay, I'm going to read this. I'm picking up, I think I got this the last time. Yeah, it's like sandpit behavior. I call it sandpit behavior. It's like, oh, you can't play in the sandpit. We're not friends. Oh, just go away. Yeah. It's like, go away. I feel like the world is, yeah, I call it sandpit stuff. If they're still in high school, they need to go back to the sandpit. Learn how to share. Yeah, I'm picking up that things are starting to move in the right direction for you. You've had to apply a lot of patience to get there and a bit of hurt, a bit of conflict, but things are finally moving in the right direction. And that's both home life and public life. Okay. Intuitively, you know this is coming about correctly. I still get an issue with balancing pentacles. Okay. Can you understand there's still an issue with balancing pentacles? Or a fear that somebody might try and take some pentacles from you? I see you having success over it. Yeah. I see you being emotionally fulfilled because you have success over this. And I feel your desire was to be left alone to do your own thing. Ah, there you go. I didn't think it was a support company, but anyway, yeah. Just let them go is what I get with Hangman energy. I got that you've succeeded. Yeah, I got that you want to be left alone, and I do see success along those lines. I get you getting the help you deserve, but in a supportive way. I get someone is going, I see you looking off into the distance and thinking there's got to be a better way, a better solution. And after heartache that's come in the past, I see that solution taking shape. And I feel you know this. There is one last battle to be had, and then you will be rid of them with success. Okay, yeah. I use Mabel as well, although Mabel has started putting up their fees. They're now charging the worker 7.95% and they're charging the client 7.95%. Yeah, I found that out because one of my main workers is through Mabel, or my only main worker. Okay. But I do see a success at the end. Yeah, but it means the worker gets paid less. Mabel get paid more for doing nothing. I see for the right person, you're willing to chip in a little bit. Oh, what did I break today? Yes, I did say what I broke today. It was shocking. Yeah, I get that there's no worry. I get that you are willing. Yeah. I I get success at the end of it, and even if you have to, you're willing to chip in a little bit. And like I actually got my worker through Mabel, and I don't mind paying the $54 an hour. It's a great platform in it. Well, if you are in Australia, you do know what Mabel is, but for those who don't, it's an app that allows people that need help, sort of like Airtasker, but it's designed around people who need help with their disability. And I need help putting my wheelchair in the car and taking it out when I get home. I need help with a few other things, but I don't mind the 54 an hour I pay my worker because my worker is fantastic. My worker's the one who encouraged me to do Twitch, believe it or not. And then I found such a supportive community. I'm doing it solo without that worker being here. He did all the tech setup and everything. So yeah, and now I've engaged more with the community outside of my main gig, which is my main job. Um, I've started hearing about people like the person who brought in my bin on Tuesday was autistic spectrum person and non-verbal. And I got a high five from a usually reserved person as a thanks. I said, thanks for bringing in my bin. And I got a high five. And it was just an awesome feeling to be able to have that exchange of respect. So, yeah, it was the best high five of my life. There you go. And that was only a couple of days ago. So, in all my 55 years, the best high five of my life was just by saying thank you to a child with challenges for bringing in my bin. And it's like if they were confident enough to high five a stranger, because that Tuesday was the first day, if they were confident enough to high five a stranger, I made a difference in a person's life and they made a difference in mine. So I love the energy exchange. Okay, I've got to have a look at what these predictions are because I know what I broke. Oh, I wish I could break. Oh, I've got knuckle dusters. I swear. Thank you. Thank you, Gold Hairs, for the predictions. I do have knuckle dusters. So the likelihood of me breaking a face is probably quite high, but no, I didn't. Just to give you a hint. Uh, I know what you mean, blind like intuitive, but I see you as having this. It's taken a lot of heartache. It's taken a lot of hard work. But I see you having this. And I feel like it's only, I'm seeing a bunch of papers in front of me, like reports, that um that's the only concern, is the reports. Yeah. But I feel you're getting your wish about being left alone to do your thing. I wish I was closer and could do a report for you, Blind Luck Intuitive, because that's my main gig, is doing things like that now. I wish I was closer. Oh, look, they're the worst at the moment. And no, I'm not an OT, but um, they are the worst at the moment. There's a few out there that just think they're eating a bit and like to put you down just to get the report done. But life is life, and I feel you've got this. I feel through connections you will find an OT. Yeah. I feel like through connections you will find an OT that vibes with you, that sees how much work you do despite your challenges. You'll find one. Keep persevering. Yeah, it's like our established connections are amazing. If we're honest with our established connections, anything is possible. Now, don't forget to try your luck with predictions for channel points. And Gold Hairs has put up what did I break? I did mention it in the stream, so, and I'm really really upset about it. But I figure if that's my worst problem, my life is pretty good. And hopefully that resonated with you, Blind Luck Intuitive. Okay, V, you're up next. And Rebecca, if you've popped back in the chat, let me know. Oh, you go figure out dinner. I haven't even thought about it. Hello, V. Welcome in. And you've redeemed an oracle. Okay, V. We'll see how we go. I do the reads first, then I do the oracles. Okay. I'm picking up some loneliness. Can you understand this, V? Yeah. But I'm getting you starting to get comfortable with your own space. Just let me know if that resonates, getting comfortable with your own space. Okay. Prediction is almost over. Don't forget to have a guess. You might get some channel points. I get that as being a good thing, V, because it'll bring back your confidence. Can you understand disliking nagging? A dislike of nagging? And I feel you may have been in a position where you had to get your point across, or you felt you had to get your point across. Yeah. Okay. I can go for it now. Here we go. You're now looking beyond the possibilities of what's in front of you. And it's with both hope and heartache. You're at a real crossroads at the moment, V. It's like, should I stay or should I go now? Sorry, there's a song that has those lyrics. Um, it's like there's heartache, but there's hope. And then there's a big crossroads because it's like, what if I've made a big mistake? Okay. Yeah, it's seriously in a questioning, and it's like either or. It's like black or white thinking. There's no gray area. It's like thinking internally. It's either yes or it's no. Ah, there you go. But you're not choosing the new one because you're scared you're going to make a mistake leaving the old one. Yeah. I get the two cards that are at a crossroads. But I feel like the new one is more in line with what you've wished for since you were a child. Yeah, Six of Wands. It's more in line with what you've wished for since you were a child. And they're not fearful of spending money on you. Not really. Can you understand them not being fearful spending money on you? I feel the new person is quite well off. Nope. Okay. Then money poor, emotionally rich. I thought it was the other way round, but there you go. If they're not quite well off, okay. I'm actually picking up like an Aries energy. If you can understand, okay. I have no idea what the Aries is for. So Aries is your personal, or is it your person? Um, Not sure, but I'm not sure where it fits in either. I'm getting the one that is money comfortable, but emotionally withdrawn. Aries is your person. Okay. Is that the one that's money comfortable and emotionally withdrawn? Yes. It may be that I'm picking up that that's the burden to you, but I feel like your person is someone you've wished for since you were young.